Hi guys, and welcome back to another Big Brother episode. This is episode 4 of season 27. So, tonight is the first live vote in eviction. So, when we recap, the people who's on the board is said, whatever his name is, Amy and I don't know her name, Kelly. There you go, Kelly. So, say Amy and Kelly is on the block, but they have a chance to save themselves in the BB blockbuster. It's a spin-off of the AI competition, basically. So let's get into this. So on the episode, we get to see Jimmy and I forgot his name. Him have a talk. And they were just kind of frustrated. And they kind of, at first it was kind of like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't care what you have to say. It's kind of like that. And Jimmy, I'd have to say, Jimmy comes up as a rude player. You know, I do have to feel they mention this on the live feeds. Watch the live feeds, you will notice. Like, all this stuff that they're doing, they just want to make good for TV. But it's also coming as a stupid thing. And it's so annoying that they just want to make good for TV. It's like they're not here to win the money. They're just here to make good for TV. And what the heck? Why? Like, that's honestly so stupid. Like that. They're trying to be like tucked off from last season 26. And it's just coming as a stupid game. And it's coming as like a why are you doing this situation? And it's just honestly so annoying that these Big Brother players want to just make good for TV. We don't really care about that. We don't care about that. What we want is for you guys to compete, you know, win the money. And the arguments and all that will go. But I don't want to touch the first three doing all this stuff because he was on the board and he didn't need to. But these people wanted to wait, basically repeat Cutler's game of last season. They want to create the drama. The drama's gonna come, but did we need that stupid speech? Actually, we not. We didn't need Jimmy. Hold up, let me say this. I mentioned this on my live feed. Well, whatever. And I love how Ava said, well, medium is drawn, I guess. And I love that. So also around that time, we Kelly said to Vince, hey, can I go to HH room? She said, yeah. He said, yeah, sure, go ahead. So outside, they kind of talked about this. Outside, we have a conversation with Jimmy and him, and this is what I kind of talked about for a minute, but he basically said, I don't really care what you have to say. Jimmy said that to him. I don't really care what you have to say. And he said, let me tell you what people told me. Apparently that you were gonna make Vince put me on the block because you didn't like me. It's like, whatever. And he finally went him and he walked away. If I hugged it out, I'm sorry. I'll just push him the ball. I will give him a hug and lean to this side where the middle is all, and I'll just push him the ball. So I don't want you to push you. I don't want you to hug at all. I don't want anything from you. I just want you to go away. But I do have to say Vince made a mistake making this big move, which he should have did, and put up Jimmy. He had a big move to do it, and he did not do it. Like, come on, people, you want to talk to the guy before you don't know how. I'm gonna make the big move. I'm gonna make the big move in this house. You didn't. You honestly did not make the big move at all. Like, I hate when they do that. I honestly hate when they say that stuff because it's like, did we? No, like, we don't need it. So we got there, of course, the stuff what we watched on the White Piece, watched the White Piece, you know this. But if you did not, we saw Rachel and say, kind of done an argument. Rachel said in the backyard, said, whatever his name was, looked over and saw all these girls in the corner and talked about, we need to get him out. If he's on the bar, we need to get him out and out of this house. So he was. And the next scene, which I don't know how long this was, whatever, we see he came over to talk to Rachel and basically said, hey, you're in that pool with those people who's trying to get me out. And Rachel said, okay, if you don't, okay. So you basically, if everyone is traced, you're gonna come after me. I didn't say that. Well, that's what you're telling me, that everyone is traced, you all don't come after me. Well, she turned around and said, you don't mess with the queen. He said, and he just thought, wow, it ain't true. I'm sorry, Rachel is a queen and an icon in Big Brother. You know, you got Chanel and Rachel, who's the besides Chanel, they most, like Big Brother, if you watch Big Brother a long time, for the woman, they know, like, they're the queens. Chanel and Rachel are the queens and the legends. Like, they are legend. And yeah, they're like the best Big Brother players who never won, but it's not that. It's the moments what they put on the show, the stamps on the show, you know. So, and then we're carrying on with them in the house. Well, Rachel said, "What's battle?" And he said, "What's though too? You know, what's though? Like me and you are the best Big Brother players, but I'm not the one you win twice, and I'm not the one you win again and be the first 2-time winner. You're not the best. Like, you stink at this game. Your game sucked. Your personality sucked. And how you're playing this game, it's stupid. It's stupid. And it's annoying how you play this game." But, so we did that. We did this alliance called the Bottle. It's like, I think it has to be like, what was it called? 5 days? But it's called Bottle or something. And that would cruise Vince, said, see, whatever his name is, Wiley, and other people. I don't know. Now if you watch the wifeys, you know that I think this alliance is not sticking together. So it's time for the blockbuster competition. I try to say this, I like this, but at the same time I don't. Because yes, it creates drama and does all this, but I think because you have this in a game, I think it takes away from the 2 people who's on the block. 2 people who's on the block. And yeah, it does make good for TV, all this stuff. Like, people can do that. But it does kind of frustrate me that we can't just go back to the 2 people who's on the block. So, I can see this roster up in Charlie, because that's what they did last year. I think Tato win or Robina's win was the last one. I think it was Tato. And then they went to Troy and they stopped it. But, whatever. I do have to say, I hope they don't do the backyard like they did last year with Jinky. Not only that was boring, it was boring to watch. And it was just like, oh my gosh, this is so boring. I hate when they do that. But they did it back to back. Well, not in 25, but in 23. And, no, 24 and 26 they did it. And I just, no, we need them in the house. It's a lot better when they're in the house. But anyway, so this is, you have to fill out the walls, and I think it was a crown or tiara or whatever. And the person who figured this out was Kelly. Kelly figured this out. So she shot the walls, and Say had it in his hands. They say, I don't know, and Kelly went over and buzzed in, and she got it right. So good for Kelly. I would just say I don't really care about Kelly. Poor Dame is, yeah. But I'm happy she won. You know, so now it's Say versus Amy on the block. Now these 2 mostly Say is complaining about how they want to stay in the game, all this stuff. So, we did do a vote, and it's 4 votes to fit, I think it's 3 votes to fit Amy, and 8 votes to fit Say. Say with the house. They do. So when he was doing his speech, he said, "You need to have to keep me in this house because you need to have the Rachel and Amy." Rachel's face, oh my gosh, it was amazing. I love her, like, I'm gonna hit you right in your face. I'm gonna say something, but she can't. I want to do something to you. Now this didn't happen, but she said, when he walks out that door, I am gonna shove that door on his face. She didn't do that. I wish she did. It would be so funny if he told, I'm gonna open this door and slam on his face. I think that'd be funny, but no, we didn't do that. We did not do that. Unfortunately, we didn't do that, but it'd be funny. So now, I'm on, here we go, so I'm gonna do this way. So he's mopped up, and he is the 13th house step to reach the butter. So there he is, he's mopped out. So now we have 16 players. So yeah, so overall, this eviction it was good when he left. His speech, I don't say speeches in Big Brother does not they do any well. I don't know, have anyone been on Big Brother and give a speech and says them? No. And let me tell you this, Pawns goes home. Now Kelly don't want to, but you don't ever find yourself as a pawn, because if it was not for Trish, I think she'll be going home. Or maybe she would not be on the bar. But yeah, so overall, so Sunday is the Trish competition, but for my wifey, so my spoilers you will know tomorrow. Wednesday is the Power Video competition, which you know by Saturday or Sunday, and Thursday is the BB Blockbuster Trish and the Second White Vote Innovation. We have 3 for this month, and then the rest August and September. So we got the first one, 2 more down. So thanks for watching our videos. Have a good day, night, or some share, comment, like, and subscribe. What do you think about Big Brother? I'll be back tomorrow to do the wifeys every day, all this summer. So stay tuned for that. But I'll be back doing the wifeys tomorrow. We're going to use the new HH. Now, you may know this, you may not know this. Thursday night is the HH competition. Friday is nominees. Saturday is veto. Sunday is nothing, so you have a break off. And Monday is the veto meeting. And then Tuesday, Wednesday is nothing. And then repeat that over and over and over again. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. Have a good day, night, or share, comment, what they not Big Brother 27. Have a good day, night, show. Bye.